Did you ever hear about the country that's an island but also not an island? Welcome to the geographical paradox that is Bahrain. Let's dive into the geographical details of Bahrain. This tiny kingdom is nestled in the Arabian Gulf, composed of a cluster of 33 islands. At first glance, it's an island nation, but here's where the twist comes in. Bahrain, despite being an island nation, is connected to the mainland. It's linked to Saudi Arabia by the King Fahd Causeway, a marvel of engineering stretching over 25 kilometers. Imagine that. An island you can drive to without needing to board a ferry or a plane. This causeway is not just any ordinary road, it's a spectacle in itself, a behemoth structure that defies the boundaries of land and sea. It's like Bahrain decided to step out of its island status and shake hands with the mainland, effectively making it an island and not an island at the same time. This geographical paradox is not just a source of humor, but it also plays a significant role in Bahrain's cultural and economic life. The causeway serves as a vital link for trade and tourism between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, fostering strong ties between the two nations. Bahrain's unique geography doesn't stop at its paradoxical island status. The country's landscape is a blend of modern skylines and ancient sites, desert plains and lush date palm groves. It's a place where the past and the present coexist, where the desert meets the sea, and where an island is not just an island. So the next time you're at a trivia night, and someone asks you to name a country that's both an island and not an island, remember Bahrain? It's the country that confounds expectations and flips geographical norms on their head. So next time someone asks you to name a country that's an island but also not an island, you know the answer. It's Bahrain. Do you believe in miracles? In Bahrain there is a 400-year-old tree in the middle of the desert that's been surviving without any known source of water. That's right, a tree that defies all logic and reason. This tree, known as the Tree of Life, isn't just a botanical wonder, but also a beacon of resilience, embodying the spirit of the Bahraini people. Now imagine a lone tree, standing tall and proud in the middle of a barren desert. This isn't a scene from a fantasy novel, but a reality in Bahrain. The Tree of Life, a mesquite tree, has been a silent observer of the passing centuries, and a puzzling spectacle for scientists and tourists alike. It's a tree that, against all odds, has been thriving without any visible source of water. In a desert where most plants struggle to survive, the Tree of Life wears its green foliage like a crown, year-round. This tree isn't just a marvel of nature, it's a significant tourist attraction too. Every year, thousands of tourists flock to witness this miracle in the desert. They stand in awe, marveling at the tree's tenacity, its will to survive, and its unyielding spirit. It's a living testament to nature's resilience and a symbol of hope that resonates with people from all walks of life. Scientists have been scratching their heads trying to figure out how this tree survives. Some suggest that the tree's long roots might reach an underground water source far away, while others speculate that it absorbs moisture from the humid desert air. But the truth remains a mystery, adding to the allure of the Tree of Life. Much like the tree, the people of Bahrain have shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. They have thrived and prospered, turning challenges into opportunities, much like the Tree of Life, flourishing in the harshest of conditions. So folks, remember, if a tree can thrive in the middle of a desert, you can certainly survive your next family gathering. If you thought Bahrain is all sand and more sand, think again. It's actually a land of 1 million palm trees. Now let's dig a little deeper into this fascinating fact. Bahrain, a small island country in the Persian Gulf, is home to a staggering number of palm trees, and when we say staggering, we mean more 257,000 right now. That's right, 257,000 palm trees. Now that's a lot of shade and a whole lot of dates. This tremendous abundance of palm trees is not just a characteristic feature of the country's landscape, but it's also a testament to Bahrain's rich agricultural history. You might be wondering, how did a desert country manage to have such lush greenery? The answer lies in the ingenious methods employed by the Bahrainis to harness the desert's resources. Throughout history, they've developed a unique system of irrigation, known as the afflage system, that has allowed them to cultivate the arid desert soil. This system, which dates back to the Dilmun civilization that existed more than 4,000 years ago, channels water from underground wells to the palm groves, providing them with the much-needed moisture. And it's not just about the quantity, but also the quality. The date palms of Bahrain are renowned for their high-quality dates. These sweet, succulent fruits have been a staple food for the Bahrainis for centuries, and are a significant part of their culture and economy. But the palm trees are not just about dates. They are an integral part of the Bahraini identity and represent their resilience and adaptability. The palm tree, with its ability to thrive in harsh conditions, is a fitting symbol for the Bahrainis who have flourished in the desert landscape. So next time you think about a desert, don't just picture vast expanses of barren sand dunes. Instead, imagine a lush oasis filled with millions of towering palm trees, swaying gently in the breeze under the clear blue sky. So if you ever find yourself lost in a desert, pray it's the one in Bahrain. At least you'll have plenty of shade. What do you get when you mix sand, water, and a bit of luck? In Bahrain, they got oil. Now that's a plot twist no one saw coming. In the early 20th century, Bahrain, much like its neighbors, was a desert land, filled with pearls and fish but not much else. But then, in the year 1932, something remarkable happened. An unexpected treasure was discovered beneath the sands of this tiny island nation. Yes, you've guessed it, it was oil. Bahrain struck black gold and became the first country in the Arabian Gulf to discover oil. This was no small feat. It was like finding a needle in a haystack, or more accurately, finding a drop of oil in a desert. The discovery didn't just change Bahrain, it transformed the entire region, setting in motion a series of events that would reshape the Arabian Gulf's economy and society for years to come. The oil discovery led to a boom, an economic explosion that rippled through every corner of Bahrain. It was as if the country had won the lottery overnight. Suddenly, Bahrain was not just a pearl and fishing economy anymore, it was an oil economy. The money flowed in, and with it came rapid modernization and development. Schools were built, hospitals were established, roads were laid down, and the standard of living skyrocketed. The transformation was so profound that it was akin to a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. But the story doesn't end there. Bahrain didn't just sit on its laurels, it used its newfound wealth to diversify its economy, investing in sectors like finance, real estate, and tourism. Today, Bahrain is known not just for its oil, but for its rich culture, its vibrant city life, and its friendly people. So remember, next time you're digging in your backyard, you might just hit black gold, or a worm. But let's stay optimistic. Scene script. Are you a pearl diver in your spare time? No? Well, in Bahrain you could be. Let's dive deep into the enchanting history of pearl diving in Bahrain. It's not just an industry, it's a cultural heritage that has shaped the tiny island nation for centuries. And believe me, it's no ordinary pearl diving. Bahrain's pearls are renowned for their extraordinary luster and natural beauty. They are a symbol of the country's enduring spirit, with a legacy that gleams as brightly as the pearls themselves. It all started thousands of years ago when the Bahrainis discovered the wealth beneath their coastal waters, the pearl oysters. They didn't just find pearls, they found a way of life. Brave Bahraini men would plunge into the warm Persian Gulf waters, holding their breath for up to 2 minutes, risking their lives to harvest these precious gems. It was a dance with danger, a testament to their courage, and a testament to their determination. These pearl divers were not just divers, they were poets, musicians, and storytellers too. They sang songs, recited verses, and spun tales to keep spirits high and fears at bay. The rhythms of their songs still echo in the Bahraini music and folklore, a melodious reminder of their pearl diving past. And what about the economic landscape, you ask? Well, before the discovery of oil, pearls were Bahrain's black gold. They were traded far and wide, from the bustling markets of India to the royal courts of Europe. They built fortunes, shaped economies, and even sparked conflicts. It was a time when pearls were worth more than their weight in gold. Fast forward to today, Bahrain still cherishes its pearl diving heritage. It's the only place in the world where you can dive for your own pearls. And these aren't just any pearls, they are Bahraini pearls, teeming with history, culture, and a dash of adventure. So, if you're looking for a career change, why not consider pearl diving in Bahrain? Just be careful not to swallow any oysters. Alright folks, it's time for the grand recap. Grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the pearls of wisdom we learned today. First off, let's revisit Bahrain's geographical gymnastics. Who knew that a country could be a master of contortion, stretching itself into 33 islands? That's right, 33 islands. If Bahrain were a contestant on a reality show, it would definitely win the Most Dramatic Transformation Award. It went from being a single chunk of land to a collection of islands, just like that. It's like a geographical version of a magic trick, only there's no magician or a rabbit being pulled out of a hat. Just a ton of sand, water, and a country that refuses to be boxed into a single piece of land. Moving on, we learned that Bahrain is not just a desert but a desert that's got its own magic show going on. Now, deserts are known for a lot of things: sand, heat, more sand, and did I mention sand? But Bahrain's desert has a surprise up its sleeve. It's got a tree. A single tree, in the middle of nowhere, surviving without any visible source of water. It's like that one friend who manages to look fabulous without any effort. It's called the Tree of Life, but I like to call it the miracle in the sand. Next up, we discovered that Bahrain is also known as the land of 1,000,000 palm trees. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of a desert, I don't generally picture a lush green forest. But Bahrain is full of surprises, isn't it? It's like that quiet kid in class who suddenly belts out an amazing rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody at the talent show. You never saw it coming, but once you've seen it, you can't forget it. Now onto the black gold, the stuff that makes the world go round, oil. In Bahrain, it bubbles right out of the ground like a natural fountain of wealth. If Bahrain were a person, it would be that rich uncle who casually drops a $100 bill and doesn't bother to pick it up. No big deal, right? It's just another day in the life of Bahrain, the land of black gold. Finally, we talked about Bahrain as a hidden gem of the Middle East. When it comes to tourism, Bahrain is like the quiet, shy person at a party who turns out to be the most interesting person in the room once you start a conversation. It's got history, culture, beautiful landscapes, and a sea full of pearls. Yes, pearls. Bahrain has been a hotspot for pearl diving for centuries. It's like the country has its own jewelry store right there in the sea. So, let's sum it up. Bahrain is an island, a desert, a forest, an oil well, and a pearl diver's paradise. It's like the Swiss Army knife of countries, compact but packed with features. It's got more plot twists than a season of Game of Thrones, and just when you think you've figured it out, it throws another surprise at you. And that's Bahrain for you: an island, a desert, a forest, an oil well, and a pearl diver's paradise. Now, isn't that the most versatile country you've ever heard of?